Can property be seized and forfeited without a criminal charge? The answer to that is in a civil in rem action, absolutely. It may seem strange to people and counterintuitive that property, and specifically cash or money, can be seized if there's no criminal action or criminal charges made. Now, in the criminal context, if a person is charged and the money is the proceeds, or it's somehow tied to crime, then certainly that can be forfeited. However, there are a lot of examples where individuals have money seized and forfeited through a civil process where there is, in fact, no criminal charge. And that might sound strange, but it happens. I've helped people in those situations as a prosecutor. I prosecuted those situations. And what it comes down to is if there is a belief or evidence that it's tied to some kind of criminal activity, even if that criminal activity is not charged, it can still be seized. Now, the way that happens is through a civil process, through a civil complaint. Unlike the criminal process, it's very different. A complaint is filed and there's an opportunity not only for the owner of that property to make a claim, but anybody else who might have some ownership interest in that property. So some third party may have an interest in the property or the proceeds of a sale, and those people can then go into civil court and file a claim for that property, file an answer, and then litigate that issue to get the money back from the federal government. There's also a concept of administrative forfeiture, and that can happen prior to any kind of civil or criminal action. It's very important if anybody gets a notice from the government that money or property is being forfeited, that they respond to it. It's also very important that they respond to any kind of notice of a complaint, or certainly any kind of criminal action that's showing there's a forfeiture action tied to that as well. We deal with a lot of civil forfeiture, a lot of criminal forfeiture, and routinely those cases can be settled. So it's very important if anybody is seeking a civil forfeiture, not to just give up and say, well, they took my money when I got stopped at the border, or they took my money when I was in a traffic stop and I just don't want to deal with it. If that happens, at the very least, contact an attorney. Contact us. Call us in Charleston, South Carolina at 843-473-7000, and we can help you get your money back. And if it's something you don't want to do, then we give free consultations. We're happy to discuss that with you as well.